Okay, like right now.
Yeah, it's... Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh, I also just realised I don't have any of my lines up, so...
Hi, my name is Louise.
And hi, I'm Emma.
And you're listening to Murder or Myth.
The True Crime Nope. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I guess let's go again.
Wait, is this...
Hi, my name is Louise.
And hi, I'm Emma.
And you're listening to Murder or Myth.
The True Crime Podcast where everything is not true. Fuck.
Everything is not true.
The True Crime Podcast where not everything is true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, not everything. Okay.
It's not that hard to remember.
It is. I just said it wrong. Okay. So silly.
Okay. Hi, my name is Louise.
And hi, I'm Emma.
And you're listening to Murder or Myth.
The True Crime Podcast where not everything is true.
The aim of the game is to find out whether the story is actually a murder or if it's just a myth.
Now, let's get started.
Hi Emma, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Louise. How are you?
I'm good. For episode 43, I'm going to be telling Emma the story of the murder of Anthony Celik. So Mr. Celik was a 49-year-old man when he died, and he'd been working as an elementary school teacher for the past 15 years. In the year 1988, Mr. Celik was teaching third graders in Fillmore Elementary School in Providence, Rhode Island. Elijah Howard was a 7-year-old student in Mr. Celik's class and was considered a quiet but bright student. Elijah had 1 or 2 outbursts of anger at school previously, which involved screaming and hitting another male teacher, and another incident with bullying a younger student. So the parent of that student told the school that he was posing a threat to the other children, but this was ignored and Elijah was let off with a warning.
Okay, and he's only 7?
Yeah, he's only 7. So that's kind of why it was like, let go.
Okay, so he was... Okay, 7 seems young to be bullying another child.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, cool. We'll find out, I guess. True.
On the 18th of April, Elijah brought a gun to the school and shot at Mr. Celik 4 times. 2 shots he missed, but 2 shots to his abdominal area were fatal, as he lost too much blood before emergency services arrived. So, Miss Harrison heard screams from her classroom next door and rushed in. She was eventually able to retrieve the firearm from the young boy and kept him in the school before the police arrived. So the weapon used was a 9mm semi-automatic handgun that Elijah's mother, Maya Howard, had bought legally, and in her statement to the police was kept in a safe on a high shelf with the key hidden in her bedroom dresser, which only she knew of.
Okay.
So Elijah said he had found the gun outside of the safe in one of the bathroom cabinets of his mother's bathroom, and he had said he was protecting himself and brought the gun to school in defence. So Maya was put on trial for charges related to the shooting, charges of felony child neglect, and a misdemeanor count of recklessly leaving a loaded firearm so as to endanger a child.
Mm-hmm.
So Maya admitted guilt to these charges and stated she'd been keeping the gun outside of the safe for self-protection, as her separated husband had been abusive to her previously and she was afraid of him coming back.
Right.
So Xenia Lopez, one of the primary psychologists in the case, said Elijah had been picking up on this abuse and had developed a severe phobia of figures of authority, in particular older males. He was feeling threatened in the school environment where authority was at like an all-time high, and was also suffering from other psychological troubles. The case was ruled that Elijah was too young to understand the repercussions of the legal system and time in confinement, and was instead sent to a psychiatric institution to receive treatment. Maya was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but was released after 4. She lost custody of Elijah, with supervised visits being permitted. And that's the end of the story.
Okay. Very good detailed story. Did your man die? Got shot. Sorry, I missed that. Okay. So, initially, I was thinking, right, a 7-year-old child wouldn't bully another child, but I guess if there's like a lot of issues going on, they can pick up on stuff. But also then it got really detailed, like extremely detailed. So I was like, it seems like a murder story, not a myth. And then I just double backed on myself, or I don't know, whatever that saying is, to kind of say, well, if you were writing a myth, would you like extra make sure you got all the details correct and like the legal like wording and stuff behind it?
Yeah, I get you.
And like the details of the gun. But if you had a 7-year-old child, would you leave a loaded gun outside of its safe?
Definitely not a good idea.
Yeah. Would a 7-year-old child be able to fire 4 shots at a person? I guess. If they're just pressing a button, if it was an automatic. I mean, other than that, I didn't pick up on anything to, like, debunk myth or murder or gather them up. Also, 5 years doesn't seem long if a man died. I know it wasn't her indirectly, but I feel like if it's, yeah, it should have been longer. So I don't know. I hate to say it again, but initial hunch was saying myth, but it's so plausibly a murder, but I'm going to stick with it and say myth.
It is a myth.
It is a myth. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I was trying so hard to say nothing, so it's like, I just don't want to. I feel like once you start defending, it just sounds a bit too much like a myth.
Okay.
But I definitely think a 7-year-old would be capable of it.
Yeah, but
because when I was looking up, I definitely think it has happened before.
Yeah.
And it was
for
because
sure
someone left a gun out of the safe. And also, I was getting TikToks of a Grey's Anatomy episode. It's quite similar. Have you seen that episode?
Possibly. I'm not even sure anymore.
Yeah. So, it's plausible. But also, oh God, I don't know. It's
like,
so hard.
That was just too good. Like, you had too many things to back it up. Like, you had all the reasonings.
But
like,
what if I didn't have things to back it up? Then you would have been like, it's opposite.
No, because, like, it was like the child had, like, already anger issues, was bullying. Then he brought a gun to school. And the fact that he said he didn't like the teachers, and then you brought in that the psychiatric person said that this was the reason, and
you said a 7-year-old was too old to bully. So then, like, so you said a 7-year-old was too old to bully. So like, if I hadn't
too young.
Sorry, it was too young to bully. So if I hadn't put in that there was like causation, then like a reasoning. Is causation a word? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
If you hadn't put in like the reasoning for him wanting to. Like, I mean, I feel like most children that age would have to have something.
But if children that age with a gun, it's accidental for sure. And then you put in that he had anger issues, and it's kind of like, but you don't.
It wouldn't be accidental if you brought it to school, though.
Oh, but kids have done that before. That it's like they've brought it to school in their bag, but they don't have that thing in their head of like, this will kill a person. Like, it's not that.
But is it like
together,
they don't understand
connected?
That this will kill a person? But it's like. They're just acting out.
Or they're, like, showing off that they have it.
Yeah, they know it's, like, aggression. But, like, I never said at any point... How dare you? I never said at any point, like, you meant to kill him.
No, but you were like, he's anger issues towards the men. He's a authority figure. Then he brought a gun to school. So now we're saying that this 7-year-old was fully aware that what the gun was going to do.
But, like, I think a 7-year-old could do that.
In my recent experience with 7-year-olds, no. I don't have experience with 7-year-olds, but like a few. Like 7 is fairly young still.
I'm well aware, but like
I know, but like they wouldn't. Okay, maybe as well. It's just we're so removed from guns and stuff here, but no, I don't know. It was a myth anyway. Sure,
it wasn't. Yes, it was. Okay. Getting over it. Thanks for listening, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe.
On this week's episode, I correctly predicted Louise's myth was in fact a myth.
Find us on all streaming platforms.
Join us next week for another thrilling adventure.
Remember, it's myth until proven murder. Slay.
Slay.
I'm so aggressive.
You're
for
so
no
angry.
reason.